Developments are coming in from Madagascar. As far as the anti-government protests are concerned, we're now learning that Madagascar's president, Andry Rajoelina, has dissolved the National Assembly. The dissolution of the assembly has further plunged the country into turmoil. The president has finally given into the pressure that was mounting since the beginning of the protests. Meanwhile, the police in Madagascar have issued a statement showing support and solidarity with the army. The police have joined the side of the youth-led protesters. This comes after the army earlier refused to follow orders to shoot at the demonstrators. Meanwhile, in the latest, the powerful army unit CAPSAT has declared control over the military, with some soldiers joining the protests as well. Shifting focus to what's taking place in Europe. Now, Russian forces have struck a UN aid convoy in Ukraine's southern Kherson region, damaging vehicles but causing no casualties. Now, the Russian Defense Ministry has reported strikes on transport, fuel and energy infrastructure across Ukraine. They've also confirmed capturing the town of Balahan in eastern Ukraine as well. Meanwhile, a Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has spoken with Finland's President Alexander Stubb about Russia's attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure and the country's urgent air defense needs as well. Firefighters, meanwhile, in Sumy are working round the clock to control a blaze caused by a Russian strike, with no casualties reported in the meantime. In the Eastern Front, Russian forces have meanwhile pushed into the outskirts of Konstantinovka in the Donetsk region, and fierce fighting is underway in this strategic industrial city. With us on the broadcast is Mr. Glenn Grant, former advisor to the Defense Minister of Ukraine. Thank you so much once again for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX World. All of this is taking place just before Zelensky's visit to the United States. We've earlier discussed whether the Tomahawk deal will materialize or not, but I also wanted to understand from you, if it does, and as you pointed out, if Trump does want to distract the media from his domestic troubles, how do you anticipate Russia would respond to it? Because we've been seeing some rather strongly worded statements coming from the Kremlin.
I don't, to be blunt, I don't see Russia doing anything different from what they're doing at the moment. I mean, they're doing their utmost to terrorize the population of Ukraine with huge amounts of drones flying every day. I mean, they're clearly using everything that they've got at the moment to do that. On the front line, they're only moving forward very slowly. They are moving forward, though, very slowly, and they can't move forward any quicker, which rather limits Putin's possibilities. He hasn't got more he can throw at people. I mean, he's basically throwing it as fast as he can, as fast as his country can make it. Mm-hmm. So I genuinely, I don't see that there will be anything extra. I mean, he's got a limit, I suppose, a limited possibility that he could throw a tactical nuclear weapon. But if he does that, then everybody in the world is going to be against him. So I think that's really off the cards.
We're also learning that Russia is stepping up its attack on the front lines as well. It's attacked Konstantinovka, one of the strategic cities, an industrial city known for its production of iron, zinc, steel and glass. In your assessment, what challenges does Ukraine really face in sort of defending such key cities in the Donetsk region?
Yeah, well, I'm going to say contradict you, that Russia is not stepping up its attacks on the front line. They have not dropped off. It's the same sort of level of pressure now as it has been for the last 2.5, 3 years. It's just relentless, slow attacking by numbers. So they're just throwing small parties of people, 2s and 4s and 5s, forward, finding the spaces in the Ukrainian defense. And there are many spaces in the Ukrainian defense because the front line is so long. And in lots of areas, you know, it's forested, it's got valleys, it's small rivers, streams. it's quite easy for groups of 2 or 3 Russians to get through areas and to get behind the Ukrainians. So the big challenge for the Ukrainians is finding more people, really, is the first one. And that's a problem for them because Zelensky simply refuses to go for full mobilization. And so we're just getting dribs and drabs instead of the numbers that they require. And the second thing is the number of drones that they need, both surveillance drones and FPV drones for attacking. And that is, it's just not enough to actually to deal with the sheer numbers of people that Russia is throwing forward.
All right, sir, with that, I would like to thank you for taking out time explaining to us what's really transpiring on the ground. Shifting focus away from Europe towards Venezuela, Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Corina Machado has stated that the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro's time is up. Machado has offered Maduro a peaceful way out with personal guarantees if he agrees to a transition. However, she's warned that if he resists, the consequences will be his alone. Machado has stated that the military and public workers are also being urged to support change. She has, in the meantime, dedicated her Nobel Peace Prize to the Venezuelan people and has expressed readiness to serve her country, stating that a countdown to change has commenced. Listen in to her comments.
Porque no tengo duda alguna que estamos en una cuenta regresiva. Y respondiéndote, Patrick, debo confesar que ha sido un reto grande para mí. Nosotros lo que estamos pidiendo es que esas estructuras que han saqueado el país y que dejan esa estela de muerte y de dolor sean desarticuladas. Y Maduro tiene en este momento la posibilidad de avanzar en una transición pacífica.
All right, viewers, with that, it's a wrap on this bulletin.